I'm Khushbu Bansal. So today we will be covering most simple yet most important topic in G Sheet, which is import data. So first question is, what is import data? So it is a process of loading or copying data from external source into a data analysis tool or environment. In our case, the data analysis tool is G Sheet. So if we are importing the data into G Sheet, the data source can be anything like file, database, or web service. Then we call it as import data, right? And there are different ways by which we can import data into the G Sheet. First is upload a file. Second option is we can directly copy paste. Third option is import data from another G Sheet, or we can import data from the web. Now we will understand each of them one by one. So first is how to upload a file. So we have to go to the file option, then there is import option. And now if you can see, there is a upload option. Then we have to click on browse. Now we can see the list of files we can upload. So suppose I'm choosing this air travel file and now I'm clicking on open. Now the file is loaded. Now it is asking for destination, like whether you want to create a new spreadsheet, insert new sheet into the existing spreadsheet, or replace spreadsheet. I'm choosing insert new sheet and import data. Now you can see the new sheet is inserted into the existing data spreadsheet with the name air travel. So data is imported. Now we will be learning about second option. So second option is copy paste. So this is very simple. You have to manually copy paste. So this is we commonly use. So no need to explain here. Third option is import data from G Sheet. So if you are importing data from the G Sheet, so you can leverage the import range function for the same. So how you should use it? Equal to import range. So import range functions took two arguments. First is spreadsheet URL and another is range string. So spreadsheet URL is the URL of the spreadsheet from which we are importing the data, and range string is the range we are importing from that spreadsheet. So here, suppose I am considering like I am importing the data from test spreadsheet. So I'm just copying this URL and passing it as a string into the function. So Control V, and now we are selecting the range we are importing from that spreadsheet. So suppose I am importing this A2 to B4 range from the sale sheet. So I am passing that. So sale, then A2 to B4, then enter. Two things you should be aware of here. So first thing is data is imported readily because the data set was very small. So this data set is very small, that is why it is imported readily. And second thing is, like whenever you are importing data for the first time, so you have to give the access because you have to make the connection between two spreadsheets. As I have already made the connection because I have used it before also, the test data, so I need not to give the access here. Okay, so till now I hope everything is clear. Now we will be learning how we can import the data from web. So there are three options by which you can import data from the web. First function is import data. So import data is basically used to import the structured data from the web. Import HTML is used to import a table or a list from the web page, and import XML is used to import the data attached to some XPath. So if I will tell you like what is a XPath, suppose there is particular website and there is some HTML behind it, right? So there are certain tags which we use in the HTML. So if you want to import that particular thing related to particular tag, for example, you want to import everything related to headings, so you have to pass what XPath as H2. Similarly, for ankle tag, what we have to pass A. So this is how it works. So let's understand it through practical. So first is import data. Import data. Then you have to choose just the URL. So suppose I am considering that this is the Wikipedia page where like information about moon is present. So I am trying to import this. So I am just copying this URL. So Control C, and then I am passing this as a string. So Control V. And now if I press enter, the data is being imported. So data is loading now. So you can see everything is loaded. And the second option is import HTML. So as I told you, we have to tell like what we want to import. So suppose this is a moon page, and in the moon page, if you can see, this is a table. So instead of importing everything which is present into the HTML, but I want to import this table. So how can I import it? I can import it through the import HTML function. So I am editing this function only. So how can we edit it? So instead of import data, we have to write import HTML, and I am editing the same formula. So what we want to import here, I want to import table, and then you have to specify the index. So here I want to import the first table. So if you want to import second table, then you have to mention second, but here I want to import first table, that is why I am mentioning 1. And if I press enter, you can see the table is imported. So this is amazing, right? Like instead of importing the entire HTML file, you are just importing the table. So as I told you, we have to pass the X path. So suppose this is a Moon website and I want to import only these headings like name and etymology, natural history, so how natural development. So how can I import it? I have to pass the X path. So I'm using the same function. So instead of import HTML, what I have to use import XML. Import XML, and then we have to pass the X path. So as I have told you, we are importing the heading. So what I can do, this / then H2. So if you want to see this tag also, that I will tell you. Now you can see all the headings are uploaded. So these are the different functions which you can use to import the data into GSheet. So now let me explain like how you can decode these tags. So you have to just click on inspect button. So right click through mouse, and then there is option of inspect. And these are the different tags. For example, div, p, figure. So if I will search here H2, you can see right in the H2 tag headings are present. So H2 names and etymology is present here, natural history is present here. So that is how we can decode like what we want to import. So thank you.